Instead of running with Wolves, we're running with the Bobcats. As Shawn Kiss, the head football coach and assistant track and field at Bowling Green, joining us in studio today. Thanks for coming in, Coach.
Not a problem.
We'll start with spring. I feel like it's just got started, but we're almost towards the end of it.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Tell us how your team's doing.
We're doing well. Our distance program is really strong right now. We actually have a 2-miler that's broken the school record. He's going to Findlay next year. His name's Aiden Novinsky. And then on top of that, they just broke the 4-by-mile record, and they broke the distance medley record this year. So, you know, they're really strong. We've got a couple other really good athletes. Mimi Utz is an 11-foot pole vaulter for us. She's been really strong. You know, the season's been a lot of fun. It's been great kind of using that to mold between, you know, bridge the gap between football and track. So. And
so you have a track background. You ran at Ashland University. Kind of when did you realize that track was your sport?
In high school, we were pretty good. I was kind of caught between that and football, and I just kind of fit. I felt I was stronger at track than I was at football at the time, and you know, I really liked the program at Ashland. I went there to be, you know, for education first, and then their pedigree was great. So, you know, it was a really successful program while I was there. We were top 10 in the nation, I think, all indoor and outdoor seasons that I was there, so that was really cool.
Wow. And so you mentioned to me before we got rolling on this that your senior year was Robin Freilic's first year at Ashland.
Yeah.
How small of a world was that when you both ended up at Bowling Green?
You know, it was when I saw her name, she got hired. I think I had been in BG for maybe about a year or so, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a small world. So, you know, she's done really well. She did really well at BGSU, and now up at Michigan State. It's really awesome to see her kind of take those stepping stones and, you know, continue to enhance her career.
And speaking of stepping stones, you were the assistant for the football team at Bowling Green for the last 8 years.
Yep.
First season now as head coach. What is this year going to look like with you at the helm?
You know, we're going to still run the ball like we did in the past. We've got to open it up more. I mean, we only threw like 4% of the time last year, so, you know, we got to be a little more two-dimensional. But you know, we're going to see our kids. We're really working on being more functionally strong. You know, quicker movements, smarter athlete. You know, we really emphasize that. You know, a lot more time in the film room, a lot more time focused on technique and, you know, doing things right. Because a game's won and lost more so by the amount of the way you can eliminate mistakes rather than you can all the good plays. So the least amount of mistakes you have, the better chance you have to win. So that's kind of our focus going in. And you know, our senior class, we've got a big senior class. We got like 20 plus coming back.
Oh wow.
I think 15 returning starters. So you know, trying to build off of a 5-5 year. We made the playoffs for the first time in a while, and you know, the kids are hungry. They're excited. They're excited to have me. I'm excited to be their coach. I don't know that I could have stepped in at a better time because I'm really close with the senior group, and you know, they're really eager to get after it.
I know you mentioned kind of changing things up a little bit. Last year, the motto was RPO, run people over.
Yep.
I'm wondering, is there any sayings for track?
Not
you guys have
really.
Any fun nuances?
Not really.
No?
We just kind of, you know, we get after it. You know, we have a new head coach on the track side too, Scott Wisniewski, who's actually our quarterbacks coach too. So, you know, him and I are kind of taking it on to build a program of athletes at BG and stuff like that. And like I said earlier, trying to bridge that gap between track and football, and, you know, making it a good program. And we know that, like, when we build our athletes that way, it expels into all the other sports too, which is really cool.
How many football players would you say are running track?
Probably about 15.
Wow, that's a good number.
Yeah.
All right, so building the program up is off to a good start, huh?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us in studio to talk about the Bobcats.
Not a problem.